So I'm making these videos about my polymyalgia rheumatica condition and how I'm choosing to battle it to beat this condition.
This is Grizzly Country Outdoors.
In my previous video on PMR, I demonstrated my little workout routine and the importance of it. Exercise is a critical factor in beating this disease. Now, how you choose to exercise, that's up to you. Walk, hike, swimming, lifting weights as I'm doing, treadmill, whatever you need to do it. In that regard, when I got this condition and it was diagnosed properly by my doctor, the first thing I did, I went on and I did research on what foods are anti-inflammatory, which foods cause inflammation. And I built a list basically of all the beneficial foods that are high in antioxidants, all the vitamins, minerals and stuff you want, and that are anti-inflammatory. So what you're seeing is the result of that with this food. I did a little look at the closest diet you can get in terms of how they describe these diets to what I'm actually eating is the keto diet. This is the closest description. Moose burger, chicken, pork chops, smoked salmon, which I smoke myself, Atlantic salmon. I eat eggs pretty much every morning. One of the greatest foods there is that you can eat, avocados. I have avocado with my eggs pretty much every morning. Cheese, yogurt, I drink. Whole milk. That's the 3.25% stuff. I make a big salad every day. That's what all those ingredients are in this grocery bag. I just come back from the store. 90 bucks. 90 bucks to live right. I eat a lot of nuts, pecans, mixed nuts, cashews themselves, almonds, walnuts. So your walnuts, almonds, pecans, go to your baking section in your grocery store. That's where you'll get them in bulk and cheap, and there's no seasoning or no salt or anything on them. Dragon fruit, both the yellow is really sweet. The pink, if you're gonna get the pink stuff, get these larger ones like this. They are sweeter. If you see the smaller pink dragon fruit, they generally tend to be very bland and don't have a lot of sweetness. But both types of dragon fruit are extremely healthy. Lots of health benefits, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, etc. Anti-inflammatory properties. On my salad, the only dressing I ever use, Italian dressing. And I always add olive oil besides. So some of these fruits and vegetables, again, kiwis, apple, blueberries. I would get blackberries too, but blackberries tend to be so bloody expensive I don't. But all berries are good, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, etc. I get this spring mix, which is kind of leafy greens and spinach. So let's see what's in the grocery bag. Celery. I love celery. It's got such a great flavor. Grapes. I don't, any color of grapes works for me. Green, black, red grapes. I just buy whatever is good and fresh. Lettuce. This is romaine. I got this thinking that maybe we'd throw together a Caesar salad, and if not, I'll just chop that up and add it to my salad. More grapes. Green cabbage. I normally buy the red, but the grocery store actually didn't have any red cabbage in stock today, so I got green. Red is slightly better in the health benefits. A bag of apples. White onions. I like to add a whole white onion to my salad. broccoli, When I cut up broccoli, I don't waste a thing. The entire thing is cut up and goes into my salad. A lot of people cut off the stalk and that. What a waste. That's good food. There you go. That's what I eat every day. Like I eat a salad, my salad every day. Celery, cabbage, apple, onion, sometimes broccoli, but not always. Sometimes grape, but not always. Sometimes I'll cube up cheese and add that to it. Onion, did I already say? And sometimes I'll throw in nuts, whether it's pecans, almonds, walnuts, or maybe even a mixture. And this little diet's got me slimmed down 2 months ago, or whatever, 2.5 months ago. I was 230 pounds. The last time I weighed myself, 208 pounds. And there's benefit in losing weight, because losing weight automatically, basically, lowers your blood sugar. It's just a mathematical fact. Anyway, when you go on YouTube videos, and there's hundreds of them on polymyalgia rheumatica, and pretty much every one of those videos, they'll explain what polymyalgia is, they'll explain the symptoms, and they don't venture very much into the causes. They simply say, well, you've got it, right? And they do very little in terms of how you could beat it. Their solution is prednisone, a steroid. And I'm saying, if you're not interested in changing your diet, if you want to continue eating things that cause inflammation or drinking alcohol, yeah, you can go about it that way. You can get rid of the inflammation with prednisone, but it's not the healthy choice. The healthy choice is this: proper food. In all those hundreds of YouTube videos that I've seen, there's exactly one where a lady from Australia chose to fight this disease strictly through diet. And she went even more extreme than me, because she was able to go off prednisone almost immediately. In my case, I've been on a pretty long-term weaning, like a couple of months, going down milligrams of prednisone a day, and I've actually reached the point I'm at 2 milligrams a day of prednisone. I think I could quit tomorrow, other than they tell you not to. You're whatever plan you get on, you're pretty much obligated to continue that right down. So I got 2 more weeks of 2 milligrams, then 2 weeks of 1 milligram a day, and I'm done with it. Just to comment on this prednisone, in my condition, I had spiked my inflammation markers so high through alcohol abuse that that's the reason why I had to be on prednisone for a much longer duration to get things under control. Self-induced. And this diet is the reason I'm going to succeed, because this diet is all about anti-inflammatory foods. Everything you see here is anti-inflammatory. Everything you see is nutritious, delicious, healthy, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and anti-inflammatory qualities. Not to mention, everything here is going to lower your blood sugar and help you beat type 2 diabetes. There's no sugar in any of this. Well, there's naturally occurring sugar in the grapes, or the apples, or the dragon fruit, but these are sugars that are beneficial, that are natural, organic, not like that processed crap that you get. The yogurt, you can eat the high-fat yogurt, it's not a deal. This stuff is the high protein stuff, 19 grams of protein. Claims 0 fat and like 4% sugar. And it's good stuff. I'm not advertising or endorsing this particular brand, but The yogurts down at the store, it's about the best one. So maybe I am endorsing it, sort of, in that way. Well, I gotta put away all this other stuff that I just put out here for this video demonstration and get to work putting together a salad. So here's just a few still shots of stuff that I eat every day. There again, my eggs, my avocados. There's a nice healthy salad with dressing and olive oil. There's some of my ingredients I eat. My nice whole milk, 3.25% milk fat. Here's another breakfast. That one's got pork roast on the side. Delicious fruits, all of these. Yogurt, blueberries, pecans, my moringa oleaera and ginger that I make a nice tea with. Something I like to make is this beverage called moringa oleaera. So moringa oleaera is a small shrub that grows, and they take the leaves, they grind up the leaves, and the leaf has some incredibly magical powers. It's supposed to be very good with antioxidants, anti-inflammatory. Those are the two key things with it. And I add ginger to it. So a teaspoon of ginger and like about a teaspoon and a half of that moringa. Mix it up, hot water. And actually, you can actually blend the moringa with milk also, which tastes pretty good. It's a bit of a funky taste. If you've ever drinking matcha tea, it's pretty similar flavor to that. Anyway, I like it. It tastes good. It's supposed to have all these amazing benefits. So breakfast this morning, small dish of blueberries, 3 soft-boiled or medium eggs, and avocado. Wonder food. All of these are wonder foods. And my moringa oleaera tea that I whipped up. That's breakfast this morning. Another fantastic breakfast. Black coffee. I have 2 cups pretty much every morning. Here's something I'll have as an alternate breakfast sometimes. In this particular dish, I've got blueberries, strawberries, pecans, and yogurt, all mixed up. It's very healthy, very nutritious, excellent breakfast. That's it for this short little video. I'm going to get all this stuff put away, and then I'm going to go about chopping up a salad. Over and out.